things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So NC State's offense will get the first swing of the game. Now, guys, let's not forget, last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic...
Makes the catch down the right side. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Barry. Fires to the wideout. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To throw, it's Barry. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. He lets it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. USF is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Hand off from the gun. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Barry. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Bridges. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the 2nd quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this 1st half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Leaves it with the running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He just terrorized his quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because...
Oh, what a move to get room! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Berry. It's complete to the right. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Hunt is on its way. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Berry. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
NC State 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's strong. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Nice move to keep running.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to...
Turning it on! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking downfield, it's Berry. Quick strike complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. There he goes! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Got a man. It's Santos. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Santos. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. To the air, it's Barry. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, NC State! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to add another.
On for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
NC State 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. Bulldozes his way through. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Barry. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Trying to get out from the shadow of their own end. It's 2nd and 5 from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Lights off a defender. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Stroud. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll run it. It's Thomas. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
They'll go to the ground. Makes his man miss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking to pass. It's Barry. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's 3rd down.
Looking to throw for it. Buys a little time with his feet. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run, finding open areas. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Alabama.
Running back searching for a hole.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll give it to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to throw, it's Stroud. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The give to the tailback. Hard running there.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He breaks a tackle. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw, it's Stroud. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He'll keep it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.